Hey there, welcome to Lunch Break Reviews mini-sode. Need a quick break from work? You've come to the right place. Here we take a TV show or comic from the realms of awesomeness and break it down for you lunch break style. I'm Bradley Butin, your self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome. Let's jump in and see what today's pick and if it's worth the bite. I'm talking about High Potential. It's a show. It's fantastic. It's on Hulu. If you haven't watched it, do yourself a favor. Catch up, man. I am a sucker for those kind of sleuth detectives. Psych is one of my all-time favorite shows ever. As a matter of fact, I think it is probably my all-time favorite show. Even though I did forget to put him on Brian and I's list on Nerd Positive last week, but that's my fault, and I will own that. So High Potential was created by Drew Goddard. He did some Lost. He's done a lot of stuff. He's a big name over there in the Hollywoods. This final episode was directed by the one, the only, the greatest, James Roday Rodriguez. Wait for it. All right. Main cast on the show is Caitlin Olsen, Daniel Sunjata. Sorry, I'm horrible with names. Javika Leslie, Matthew Lamb, Judy Reyes, and Amara J. So a little bit of background information on the High Potential release date. It started in September 17th, and it's on its fall break now. So the fall finale was just a couple days ago. It will be back on January 7th for the rest of the show. Season 1. IMDb has it rated right now at a 7.7 out of 10. I think that's probably about fair. And I'll get into the lunch break point system here shortly. So, Rotten Tomatoes has it sitting at a 94% on the tomato meter and an 84% on the popcorn meter. And the quick synopsis is just simply this. Follows Morgan, a single mom of 3 kids, and how, thanks to her exceptional mind, she's able to help solve a crime as she rearranges evidence during her shift as a cleaner for the police department. Well done. Great idea. This is based on, I believe it's a French show, High Potential Individuals or something like that. Anyway, let's see what people are thinking. We're going to start it out with a bad review. All right, this is a 1-star dated on November 1st and is called Horrible and ... By episode 3, it's painfully clear that this show is not just a copy, it's a cringe-inducing experience that leaves viewers longing for the sophistication of its predecessor. The leading actor's performance is particularly grating instead of embodying a complex character with a supposed 160 IQ. She comes off as irritatingly one-dimensional. If I were the captain in this narrative, I would have been tempted to send her consultant packing after the first few scenes. The character's attire, reminiscent of someone who might work out of a trailer, does little to instill confidence in her supposed brilliance. It feels less like a purposeful character choice and more like a misstep by the wardrobe department. While the supporting cast brings much needed vitality to the show, they cannot compensate for the lead's shortcomings. Their performances shine, but they are ultimately overshadowed by the main character's inability to connect with the audience. The dynamic is reminiscent of shows like Monk or Psych, but this series fails to capture the charm and wit that made those shows engaging. Given the track record of adaptations from Stupidwood, it's hard to be optimistic about the show's longevity. If the trajectory doesn't change, it seems destined for a swift cancellation, much like its French counterpart. I'm willing to give it a season in the hope that it finds footing, but for now, it earns a dismal 1-star rating. Suppose you're looking for a clever, engaging mystery comedy. In that case, skip this one and revisit the originals. I think this one's clever, but more to come on that shortly. Let's try a good review. This is a 10 out of 10, dated for the 4th of November, 2024, and is simply called Amazing, but I See a Potential Downfall. All right. I hope Caitlin Olsen reads this so it can help her produce the show to last. I love the show. I make sure to put a reminder with the time and date on my phone of when the next episode will air. Although I've noticed that there are some flaws that I think you can take as pointers. The show started quickly and is continuing at the rate. I don't have a clue about how many seasons you plan to deliver with the show. If you're looking to continue it at least a good 4 seasons, slow down a bit. I understand that High Potential's backstory is about an intelligent single mom who co-parents, but the episodes need to lead up slower with thrills, more backstory, more getting to know the characters, and the plots need little knickknacks to extend it a bit. Huh? The nick? I see what you did there. I fear that High Potential will have a quick ending. There is but so many crime scenarios you can intelligently solve and show how you did it. Slow down, include more detail on the characters' lives, get deep, you're at the surface. And add more suspense and tension to the episodes. Let the person behind the TV feel the room longer. Don't solve the mystery so quickly. Study Criminal Minds, for example. They had deep bits, funny bits, suspenseful bits, and sad bits, happy bits, a little bit of everything. They got deep, and they were able to make people enjoy the episodes more by elongating it a bit. There's a lot of bits in this one. Besides that, you're doing a great job. You're doing great. It does have very high potential. Well said. What did I think of the reviews? I liked the good one. Wasn't a big fan of the bad one. I don't think it's a perfect show by any means. There's very, very few that are. However, I think it's a good, fun show I can watch with my wife. So I like it. I'm going to keep doing it. And I want to see how creative the writers can be with it, because I think creativity is something that is lacking in a lot of new shows. So I don't think it's going to change my mind on anything. But let's go over what the lunch break point system is. I got 5 categories for up to 5 points for each one. I have yet to give any one pointers. Yeah. So we're going to start with the main course. How satisfying is the show overall? This is the heart. This is the big one. I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 because Caitlin Olsen is fantastic in this, and I know one guy said that she looks like trailer trash. Or she's supposed to be someone who's been down on her luck for years, and yes, she's brilliant, but that doesn't mean she has to have the job or anything like that. She's just trying to get by, and there's nothing wrong with people just trying to get by. I like the realism in that, and she can dress however the hell she wants to dress. It's 2024, so you know what? Whatever, dude. Yeah. Anyway. There's my little rants. 4 points for main course. For as a side dish, supporting elements like cast, cinematography, do they add the right flavor? I gave this a 3 because I'm not a big fan of a lot of the side characters. I like her family, and I'm not even a big fan of Daniel. Daniel Sunjata. He feels forced. And I don't know. I don't know. I loved him in Graceland. A lot of the other stuff that he's done, I thought he's been great. But this one, he just doesn't. I don't feel like he fits there. I actually like her better with the janitor, which is what they're going to go for and create that triangle. But anyway, so that's why I gave it a 3. Spice level. Is it exciting or intense? This measures how much the show keeps you hooked. I went back to a 4 on this one because I feel like after every episode ends, I want to watch the next episode. So there we go. Leftover appeal. Would you watch it again, or does it fade fast? Now that the fall break is on, I'll probably go back and watch all the episodes again, just because it is a good show that I can just turn on. It's a lot like Psych, and it's a lot, and it's compared to Psych a lot too. So well done. And James Roday directed the final episode of the fall thing. So you know what? I mean, all aces for me. All aces for me. Now, dessert. The extra special something that makes it memorable. I gave it a 5 for dessert. This is, you are happier when you are done watching it than when you started. It makes you giggle. It makes you laugh. You like the show. So I gave it a 5. That is a total of 19 points. But Will it get an extra point? I got 3 other categories. I got a snack factor. Was it quick, fun, easy to digest? Apparently I can't talk. Lunch crowd, broad appeal for all audiences, or break room talk that sparks controversy or conversations long after viewing. I did give it an extra point for the snack factor because it is a quick fun. It's easy to digest. You know, I'm not. There was no big cliffhanger. I went gasping for us, but I enjoyed it. So yes. So you're going to get a total of 20 points on the lunch break point system. I will add that to the other TV shows scores that we've done, which so far is The Penguin episode 7 and The Penguin episode 8. All right. Do you agree with the reviews? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to follow for more quick reviews every week. I try to bust 2 quick mini episodes out and then the main episode at the end of the week. So make sure you stay tuned for all that. This week I am going to be doing Red 1. Thanks for tuning into Lunch Break Reviews for more bite-sized reviews for the latest TV shows, comics, and blockbusters. Follow and let me know your thoughts. Want to join the conversation? Reach out and maybe you'll be the next guest on Nerd Positive. Well, bye-bye.